Chomp chomp, everyone, and welcome back to Wonderland Explorers.
Oh my goodness. Today we are out at Gatorland for Gatorpalooza.
Oh, Gatorpalooza. I could not pass that up. An opportunity, Kyle, for you to meet some of your relatives.
Yeah, we did one of those like spirit animal quizzes that you find online. It's one of those like silly things.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Said I was an alligator and she was a giraffe.
I was so disappointed. I mean, like, I like giraffes, but like, I truly wanted to be an alligator. And my mom took it and she was an alligator too. Yeah. And I was like, why is everybody an alligator who doesn't even like alligators, by the way?
Chop chop.
And I ended up being a giraffe. You know what, though? We've had this argument ever since. Who would win, alligator or giraffe?
Oh, you know.
We all know. We all know.
Yeah. We've talked about coming to Gatorland, though, for some time.
We have. We've never been here yet.
Yeah.
So what a better time than Gatorpalooza?
I've seen other videos on it, and I've heard about it. I've seen ads for it. I'm like, we have to do that one day. I don't know what to expect. Like I said, we've never been here, but apparently we're here for the big one. And that's, like you said, Gatorpalooza. Yes. There's live music. There's supposed to be crafts and vendors. I guess this is the weekend.
But most of all, alligators.
Yeah, alligators. Plenty of alligators. More alligators than we're going to know what to do with.
You get to pet one, you get to ride one, you get to feed one. I'm just kidding.
Well, let's get to chopping. Come along with us as we explore. As we're making our way in, Gatorland's located just off of Orange Blossom Trail. So if you're coming to the Orlando area, spending time at Disney, Universal, it's definitely very close by to those attractions. So if you want to check it out, you're not going to have to go too far. Plus, too, it's one of the older attractions here. It was actually founded back in 1949. This is like 110 acres. It was a former cattle ranch. So yeah, I was doing some reading. I was trying to see what this is going to be like. It is Sunday.
Look at this congregation.
We have found our first congregation of alligators.
Look at the one in the back. That's on like top of the other alligator. Like, he's like, I'm ready.
This is crazy.
Come a little closer. Oh, look at this sneaky one down here. Oh, man.
There are so many. Like,
yeah. Now, like, this is the...
Oh, jeez.
These are like the sizes like alligators in the ponds around Disney. But like Lake Apopka, they get a lot bigger. I can't take my eyes off of them.
So while we're checking out this first congregation of alligators, it was $32.99 for adults to get in, but right now, I think actually they kind of roll it, but there's a promotion for Florida residents. So if you live in Florida, you basically get half off.
Right.
So it was like buy one, get one, and all of a sudden.
And then they have a lot of additional add-ons. You can actually feed an alligator.
Yeah, they have this thing where you can like go in a pen with them and like feed them chicken. And they're like, it's only $12. Would you like to add that to your experience today? And I'm like,
do you feel like your life is worth $12 and a thing of chicken?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm like, I would like to make it out of this experience today. So maybe next time.
We got shows. Gator jump rope show. I didn't know gators could jump rope. Oh, up close encounters. That's what they're trying to get you to do. Croc rock. Okay. Boat Legends of the Swamp. Jumparoo. Up, jump.
So they got a lot going on here, and you can kind of see the size of the park.
We can zip line.
Okay, so shows and entertainment. We have the Gatorade.
H2O.
You have the Gator Jumparoo show.
Okay.
Gators Legends of the Swamp, Meet a Gator, Up Close Encounters,
Oh, that's
Adventure
what they were talking
Hour,
about. Yeah, where you get to feed them.
Gator Chow, Allie's Barnyard. I think a child is getting eaten by a gator off in the distance.
What's one?
Zipline Depot, Gator Joe's Adventure Outpost, Stompin' Gator Off-Road. So
it seems like they got other types of animals here too. Flamingos, owls.
Well, the owls would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're
Bobcat Springs.
That's where we are right now.
Okay.
So we're about
and ducks.
Right here. Yep.
What's an adventure without ducks?
Ducks.
It just really quacks me up.
Donald and Daisy. They even love coming to Gatorland. So here we have Welcome to Gatorland, family owned and operated since 1949. What began as a small family owned roadside attraction has grown into a Central Florida icon built by Owen Goodwin, his wife Pearl, and their 4 children. Gatorland offers visitors a chance to experience real Florida, see amazing animals up close, and enjoy real hospitality that's rarely seen today. On behalf of everyone at Gatorland, we'd like to say welcome to our park, the Goodwin family. So down here we have, there's Pearl on top of an alligator, naturally, founder, Gatorland. And then there's Owen. What a snappy dresser. Just over there in the distance, they have a little booth that says, teach our gators to jump. Looks like you basically buy some meat that they put onto a stick. Then you dangle the stick over the railing, and the alligators basically jump out of the water. I don't know about this one, but there's certainly a lot of people doing it. Let's see if we can see a gator jump. Alright, so here we go. We got a guy. He's thinking about it. Oh.
I think this is the closest I've ever been to an alligator. But it's exciting, but it's still a little frightful at the same time.
Yeah, they're like just over the ledge right there. So these are sort of younger alligators, and then they have almost what looks like babies over here. So they keep them separated, obviously. The words of the offspring, got to keep them separated. And then over there in the distance, there's some very, very big alligators. The smell of the plastic has definitely attracted me. Found a mold-o-matic. You guys know I love these things. They have a little alligator here. That's pretty neat. Make your own Gatorland Gator. It's only $5, so it's a little bit less, obviously, than over at Universal. But that's pretty cool. It's a fairly large size mold too. Love these machines. I might have to try one of these before we head out for the day. So it looks like the feed the baby gators is 3 for $5. So that's the little jump activity I was just showing you. And yeah, this section right here, the gators are 3 to 5 years old. But like, look at the size of these guys. Still pretty big. Oh, we have another feeding. Oh, we got it. You got that one. So they don't use hooks. I think it's very important to note that. It's just tied onto that string so that the gators aren't being hurt by any sort of hook.
And man, when you hear like they come up and their jaws snap, it's like, boom, boom. That's intense.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this. Are you gonna feed me?
Yeah.
You got some fish?
You know, Shanae, Mama says alligators are so angry because they have all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Mama said, alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. Wow.
The medulla oblongata.
That is correct. The medulla oblongata.
But Mama said...
The medulla oblongata.
Just on the other side of the feeding section, they have like a little concession area where you can come and buy snacks. They offer, looks like pulled pork sandwiches, pretzels, pizzas. And then here's some of the vendors they have set up in this immediate area for Gatorpalooza. Also on the other side there, they have a snow cone stand as well. Lots of places to sit. There's a lot going on here. This guy's selling some honey over there in the distance.
Look at the Tweety Bird ice cream, like.
Oh yeah, this is like ice cream truck style stuff.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, the Tweety Bird. Yeah, it's definitely good old fashioned kind of fun here. Oh, and they have a claw machine.
The claw.
This was my jam.
Yeah.
I love myself a good claw machine.
But are you ready to ride an alligator?
Oh, you know it.
Okay, let's go. Speaking of ice cream, on the other side over here, they have the Dole Whip.
Look at that. So who would have thought you can come to Gatorland, get yourself a Dole Whip or a pineapple float. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Fill it up.
Gatorland's got it all.
There you go. Oh. Oh yeah. Just be careful, Carl. Be careful. Be careful.
Lips of love.
Oh yeah. Just don't get too close to the mouth. Don't get too close. That once was a bird, but all that's left now is just a feather.
Yeah, there's a lone feather floating there.
Very suspicious.
Right next to, we're going to call him Fred. Yeah,
Don't go next to Fred.
Fred had himself a little bit of a snack for the feeding.
Fred, you're dead.
You see Fred, you're dead. These are bigger.
Yeah, they are. You would not want to find the loose board on this thing.
No. Not quite as big as the ones that were like on that other side over there. I hope we get back over to see them because they were huge.
I just want to show this behind you.
Yeah.
Like, is this like adventure? Will you cross this bridge? Will you make it alive? Will you not? It looks a little.
It's like the bridge on the River Kwai. Like,
Yeah. Take your
I'm
chances.
gonna take this down. Will we survive?
You go first, Kyle.
If you're jonesing to get a photo with a gator, they actually have an experience here. You can get a junior alligator. You'll hold it, sit on the bench, pose in front of the Gatorland mural. They'll print it off for you. Pricing isn't too bad. Seems like $13.50 for the smallest size, 2 for $24. You can get a flash drive of your images, get it printed on a t-shirt. Oh, there you go. Kind of gives you an idea. So just beyond the photo experience, you have Gator Gully's General Store. It's a little spot to grab some snacks, some amenities you may need. Just next to that is a splash pad for the kids. Kind of fun. Have a little legend here telling you what to find next. This is definitely a big little splash pad area. More photo ops there in the distance, and then just back there in the corner, if you get really soaked, you can get yourself dried off. Some more vendors around here too for Gatorpalooza. Definitely a lot of things to take in here for sure. Found ourselves at the Tortoise Encounter. So they have a show at 1 o'clock where basically you can come in here for $5 and pet a giant tortoise over there. They also offer feeding plus entry for 10.
I feel like you can feed everything around here.
Yeah, this is a feeding destination for exotic animals. But these tortoises are huge. Oh my goodness. It's like, do you have snacks?
Yeah.
Did you bring me Dippin' Dots?
More like grass and greens.
Grass and greens. Yes, grass and greens. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I know they were saying like it's like over. You can be over 150 years old too.
Questions?
No, this is mine.
So the big guy's like 109. He'll live to be 180, and the Guinness World Book of Records is 256.
Oh wow.
He's super cool. Don't fall in love. If you want one, they're $60,000 to $80,000, and they eat $38 worth of produce a day. You'll have to have a kid and put him in your will for your kid to take over, because right now, at 109, he's going to outlive all of us. He's got like another 80 years to go. They're only found in a small chain of Madagascar called, north of Madagascar, called Seychelles or Aldab Islands. It's a very, very small chain of islands, and that's a Galapagos tortoise. That's the largest in the world. That's the second largest in the world. She's a female, so she won't get quite as big as the males.
This one here.
And the only way to tell the difference is if you look from the front, see those two plates that are in their front? He's got an extra scale in the middle, like this big. Those two plates touch. So it's the only difference between Aldab and Galapagos, and we can't have Aldabs or Aldab Galapagos. It's like trying to cross a cheetah and a house cat. So yeah, they're both cats, but at some point they're not genetically compatible anymore.
Gotcha.
You can carry him to the car, you can keep him. He weighs 575 pounds.
Wow.
So good luck with that.
Yeah.
She's like 2. It's like a normal person. Yeah, you just put him on your shoulder, put a wig on and say it's grandma, take it on the plane.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions?
No, they're beautiful.
Well, I just walk around and answer random questions. I don't even work here. I'm just kidding.
Thank you. Wow, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm still like,
I've been working out today. Do you think I can pick them up? I don't know. You think I can get 500 pounds there?
I think so. I I got faith in
You
the
might,
girl.
you might have to help me to the car.
Okay.
So next to the tortoises, we found baby gator marsh. They're little tiny guys here.
Oh, he's going on a little waterfall, right?
Yeah, he's getting crazy. He's getting excited.
Daredevil Falls. Right here.
It's about to get moved away there. It's crazy. But yeah, then next to this you have the python house. So they have snakes here too, if you're into these creepy crawlies. Look at that guy. Oh my goodness.
This is Britney Spears' snake.
Yeah. That's it, for sure. Then over here you have the lizard lounge. Oh, look at this guy hanging out. Just checking out the scenery. Oh, look at the little horn on his head too.
He's like photobombing. He's like, take my photo.
Yeah, he's very photogenic.
This is really good,
It's like, yeah, look at that movie. He's like, nope, nope. This is what,
Oh, yeah. Oh. Pose it. Strike a pose. Go.
I like it.
Go.
And these are Florida panthers. I don't think I've ever seen a Florida panther before. They're smart because the loud sound I'm sure you can hear in the background is a fan. And they are definitely trying to keep cool. Just beyond the Florida panther area is the splash pad again. But I did notice a really nice feature. So of course you have Adirondack chairs for the parents, anybody to hang out. But if you are coming here and you want your kids or yourself to enjoy the splash pad, they offer changing rooms. This is really cute. So they have a, obviously, girls side, boys side over there. A couple of rooms on each side. So you guys can change, come back out here, enjoy the splash pad, and then get back into dry clothes. That's a really nice touch. We have found our way up to the observation tower. Kind of gives you the bird's eye look over the breeding area. There is some incredibly large alligators in here, like really big. So this is just full of alligators. This one right here in particular is just huge. It's hard to see on the camera, but the head on it is just massive. Oh, wow. Oh, it's really hard to see over this net. There you go. Yeah, the tower's kind of freaky.
I don't really like it. I want this thing to go down.
Yeah, I would say that if you're afraid of heights or you don't like swaying motion, don't come up this observation tower because it moves. It's very freaky, but you do get to see stuff like this. That is a massive alligator. Like, oh my goodness.
Wow. Once you see these, all the other ones are like,
Yeah, they're tiny.
yeah.
This is like great grandpa by comparison. So they also have a train that you can ride. Oh, did he just eat a bird? Are these people feeding him, or what just happened? Here's the alligator that we were just watching from up there on the observation deck. Gives you an idea just how big this is. This thing is huge. And since this one was eating just before, those three guys popped up over there. And there's one that's like hanging out here over in the mud too. This is incredible. Yeah, these are not your Florida pond gators, for sure.
These are like big lake gators.
Yeah.
So this is why you don't go swimming in Florida. You don't know what's in there. Would you? I know one thing though.
Yeah.
I would not want to have to fix these guys.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, and you can definitely see where they've done some board repairs, but that would be a very, very precarious situation. It's
Yeah.
like,
Maybe on top, but having to go in the water. Ooh.
yeah, no, not at all. Made our way a little further down. They're having live music set up right now. And next to that is an emu petting area. Got one over there in the distance. You can actually buy food here too and feed the emus. Some emus and some tunes. Just next to the live music emu spot, we're finding Pearl's Good Eats. Friendly food and refreshments. Let's see what they have. So it's a bit warm. We're definitely going to grab something to drink, but they have some favorites: hot dogs, cheeseburgers, grilled and crispy chicken sandwiches. Of course, they sell Gatorade. If you were wondering, you can buy Gatorade and Gator Bites at Gatorland.
You want a Gator bite?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Yeah.
It's like, oh. It's like Indiana Jones meets Crocodile Dundee.
Got yourself a fancy cup there.
Yeah, look at that. Chom chom.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we got a show coming up right behind us. It is hot, it's steamy. Makes you glisten a little bit. So getting some shade and watching a show, I'm a little excited about it. Okay, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a Florida Gator fan. And now I have my official mug for the games. I gotta drink Gatorade in my Gator mug. It only is going to create greatness for my team.
All right, come on down.
And then when they score, it's gonna be like chomp, 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 chomp. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this season.
And don't feed them now, guys.
So while we're waiting for the show to start, we're doing like a photo opportunity right now. The people are like, they're lined up for this. Basically, you go out to where the areas like the shows held, and you can take a photo with the alligator, but like people are crawling all over it. I don't know, it kind of bothers me. Like, that's just kind of weird. I'm not really a fan of this.
Some boring history lesson, right? You came to see the action. Yeah, come on, I said you guys came to see the action, right? I bet you want me to jump in there, grab the biggest, meanest gator I can, pull him up on land, get my arm torn right off, right? What is wrong with you guys? I'm not dumb enough to do that, but I do know someone who quite possibly is. If you guys look, a lot of people think that the eyes are a really bad spot because they're right there, right on top of the head. They say that they can get poked out by branches or clawed out by animals. And if you guys even Google what to do if an alligator's biting me, Google's probably going to tell you guys to stick him in the eyes. But that's not going to work, and I'll show you guys why. Here, you guys over here to my left, check it out first. Pretend my fingers are danger, all right? When danger comes along, the eyes sink all the way down to the base of the skull. And when danger's gone, they pop right back up. Now, you guys didn't get to hear it, but Dante was starting to tell you guys about alligators. And he was going to mention that there was a little girl that came to this show a long time ago. And what she learned from this show right here saved her life when she was attacked by the wild alligator afterwards. So what she learned from here was, you want to take your hand and make a fist and go for the tip of the nose. The reason I say that is because this nose and mouth are covered in all these tiny dots. And those are sensory organs, making this the most sensitive part of the entire alligator. Because alligators, they actually have one of the best dental plans in the animal kingdom. Because they're constantly crushing down on hard objects, like turtle shells, bones, other alligators. Now, these guys go to like 2,000 to 3,000 teeth in a lifetime, crushing on all those hard objects. Now, these guys though, the reason that they break those teeth often is because there's about 1,000 pounds of crushing force per square inch of the jawline. Whoa! Hey, you good? Yeah, I'm good. I think I just peed a little. All right, guys, check this out.
All right, watch the bottom jaw slowly creep open. All right, get your pictures in while you can. Actually, audience, is he smiling? No, Jacob, you gotta smile. There we go. Get your pictures in while you can, guys.
60% of the time, it works every time.
So leaving the show, we found our way over to the Swamp Walk.
Yeah.
It's a self-guided trail and it goes through what they call untouched natural Florida. But do be advised, there will definitely be snakes. So if you take this,
snake, I'm out of here.
yeah,
And
no.
these billboards are kind of like, oh, I don't know, I'm ready to go back. I am ready to mm-mm.
Here's our first warning of the trails. Take clear of snakes and other wildlife. I mean, doesn't he look so cuddly? I mean, I don't know why you would want to avoid such a thing. Sinead's over here. You're like,
I'm ready to run
I'm looking
through
at
this.
trees. I'm looking at the ground. You're just expecting snakes. So what did you think of the show?
Kind of like really stressed me out a little bit, I'll be honest.
I would agree.
I was kind of like, whew, I feel like you need to go on this walk after. That was intense.
It's the de-stress walk.
Yeah, it was like funny, they were comical, but at the same time too, you're like, whew. Like, the head with no hands.
Yeah.
But it's what people pay to see, so I get it.
Yeah, glad to say you saw it once.
Yeah.
Done.
It's kind of funny, like looking at the trees, I can't help but think of like Star Wars, like Endor Moon.
Yeah. Gonna see some Ewoks. Ewoks and snakes.
Oh
See?
my gosh.
Chupacabras. Chupacabra too. What are they called?
I don't-
Swamp
I don't
ape?
know
I
what
think
she
that's in
just
Florida.
screamed at.
That's the swamp ape.
Yeah.
So these kind of remind us of the trails back in New York.
Yeah.
When you visited, I took you on one. Kind of went through like a marshy spot like this. But could you imagine building this thing?
No.
Like this would creep me out down here. Like I don't think I could do
I'm
this.
already like,
Yeah, no.
I
Just
just
with,
heard splashing water and I think my heart dropped.
yeah, between the snapping turtles, the alligators, and the snakes, I think. No.
Like you said, good thing we have this intimidating cut.
Yeah.
Just a spot of danger.
Also found they had a barnyard petting zoo, so if you guys enjoy feeding goats and taking photos, they also have one of these. I also see there's like a tortoise over here as well, so there's several locations around property if you want to meet a tortoise, but definitely smells like a barnyard here. I'm actually just finding another Molematic. This one has the alligator handler with the alligator. Again, $5. I don't know. These are decisions here, but this one's pretty neat. I haven't seen anything like this before. Finding Uncle Charlie's Bait Shack. This is what they call gator chow. So this is where you'll come to buy some food for the gators. Filling up there. One bag is $4.25, two for $6.50, four $12, 10 for $28. They got plenty. Just over there in the distance is where you can buy the gator chow, and then you have a little deck here you can walk out on. Got my friend here. This is Mike. Mike the bird. He's watching the gators feed. What do you think, Shanae?
This is crazy to see this many gators.
There's so many here.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair to say.
Oh, to be fair.
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 Well, to be fair.
While we were standing here, we actually saw a guy like hop over that fence over there. And the security had to come out and tell him to go back on the other side. And I'm like, have we not looked at what's in front of us here?
A medulla oblongata.
Next to the gators, we found some flamingos. And the space separating them is not very much. It's just literally that. And hanging out here at Club Flamingo Capybara. It's the world's largest rodent. So in addition to eating tree bark and fruit, this fun fact sheet tells me they also like to eat their own fecal matter. That is, they're really full of it. We have found the albino alligators.
They're pretty cool. I've never seen this before.
The difference between them and alligators, regular alligators, is skin deep.
Oh, is that stretching?
It's actually really pretty. Like the face even has what looks like kind of pinks and greens to it. But it's, I've never seen one, let alone two like this. We stumbled on this enclosure and there's more albino alligators. This one's even bigger.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at like the claws on it. All the markings on it's really neat, especially around the mouth. Like,
It just opened its eyes.
here's actually another one over here. I really like the markings on this one. These are huge. Like this one's got a pal with them. On the way out, we just saw this sign. It actually says the rarest of them all. There are less than 7 in the world. 3 live at Gatorland. That's incredible. Who would have thought?
They're in an oil and gas mine. Their nest was found on the land, and so they donated them to the zoos, and the zoo loans them out to other zoos and aquariums.
Oh wow. That's really cool. Who would have thought? Okay, I found parrot pandemonium. Here's Harley. Parrots are so beautiful. Look at it. I love all the colors. I love how they study you too. I mean, you can really, you watch their eyes. They're really taking you in. It's somewhat hard to see, but you might notice the giant tail sticking out from that palm tree out there in the distance. That's because it belongs to Lyle, the Nile crocodile.
Lyle has 2 girlfriends in this lake with him, Delilah and Lulu.
Oh man.
Wow.
Well, Lyle's got a lot going on. He's 40, 1,000 pounds, 14 feet 6 inches long. Oh, it looks like if you scan that code, you can see Lyle in action. But yeah, there's Lyle off in the distance. He's got all this room to stretch out.
Look at that one over there getting out of the water. Oh, I wonder if that's his girlfriend.
Exiting through the gift shop, we are surrounded by all the alligator stuff you could ever want. I mean,
Gator 1.
Gator
Gator
Lokis.
2. You can even have your own pet alligator with a string.
Oh my gosh.
Here, hold on to this, okay? Hold on.
Okay, all right, I gotcha. I gotcha.
You can get a gray alligator. Hold on, I got more. You want a purple alligator purse? Don't you worry. Got you
Oh my
covered.
god. Oh my god. Stop.
You want another little alligator? That was a chomping good time.
It
And I'll have to
was.
say, I am exhausted.
Yeah, and very hot and very humid and very sweaty, and it is back to the rainy, hot summer season here in Florida.
Yes, it is. And you had a lot of relatives in there.
I did. You know, it was really great reconnecting.
Yeah.
Seeing them, making up for lost time.
Young and old.
Young and old.
All different ages.
Everything in between.
Yeah.
No, but it was pretty incredible. I can't say I've ever seen anything like this, nor have I seen this many alligators. Like
No.
ever.
Yeah, so if you're definitely
incredible.
wanting to see an alligator,
Yeah.
this would be the place to come.
Absolutely.
Definitely get your money's worth on the alligator.
Yeah. Do you think it was worth it? Like, would you
Yeah.
come back?
Yeah, I think like if I didn't live here in Florida
Yeah.
and I wanted to see an alligator or my family or our kids or something, yeah, I mean I think it's definitely worth it because you see like small and large, or like some of these places that you go to, they're only like the small ones.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that kind of dips you out. And it's nice that they have other Florida animals here as well. Than some like flamingos. That was cool.
It was cool to see the tortoises. I haven't seen anything like that either.
No, it's like a zoo.
Yeah,
It's like going to the zoo.
it was neat. It was a little bit different.
An alligator.
It's an old time attraction. Like you can kind of
Yeah.
tell they've kept things up to date.
They got
it's
humor
fun.
within it.
Yeah. It's a good time. It's not going to be like going to Disney. It's not going to be like going to Animal Kingdom.
No.
It's Florida fun. You'll see alligators. Overall, I had a great time. We hope you guys did too. If you liked the video, make sure to hit like and subscribe.
And until next time, friends.
Bye.
Okay, Cal, how can you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? One you'll see later, and another one you'll see in a while. I've learned a lot of facts here today.
Yeah.
You know, alligators can grow up to 14 feet, but they usually just grow 4 of them. Speaking of feet,
Yeah.
what do you call an alligator who wears Crocs on his feet?
What?
A traitor.